Hey friends, I'm Amy, and for this week's Copycat, we're heading to KFC for our very own Mike's Hot Honey Crispy Chicken Sandwich. And we're going to pair it up with some of KFC's delicious coleslaw, which is, incidentally, the only coleslaw I've ever actually liked. Yeah, I know, transplanted Pennsylvanian, and I don't like coleslaw. It's very not cool, but here we are. And what's not to like about a crispy chicken sandwich with spicy honey on it? Yeah, it's gonna be good, so let's get cooking. We'll start with making a copycat of Mike's Hot Honey, which is so simple, I almost thought I missed something. But I didn't. It really is super easy to make and super quick. In a small saucepan, and you can double this if you want a lot of honey, add 1 cup of honey, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon of red pepper flakes, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Give everything a stir and heat this up over medium heat just until it starts to simmer, which should only take about 5, maybe 10 minutes depending on your stove. Stir this often, especially when it starts bubbling so it doesn't boil over. Let it simmer for about a minute and then remove it from the heat. Let it cool for about 10 minutes so it isn't complete honey napalm. Then pour it into a container, although if you want to, you can pour it through a sieve first to remove the red pepper flakes, so then you can't tell the difference between your regular honey and your hot honey. But if you like really, really hot honey, just leave them in. And that's it, Mike's Hot Honey, which stores for about 3 months in an airtight container. Next, it's time for our coleslaw. Did I say I don't like coleslaw? Yeah, I don't like it, but I really like this one in particular, but just this one. It may be a KFC copycat, but I think this one might be even better. In a large bowl, add a 1/4 cup of whole milk and a 1/4 cup of buttermilk. Add a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, which can be homemade or store-bought, and a 1/3 cup of sugar. Add 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice, which can be fresh squeezed or bottled like I'm using here, 1.5 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Stir all this up until the sugar is melted into the liquids and you don't see any chunks of mayo anywhere. It's gonna look sort of like half and half with pepper in it. Dump in a 16-ounce bag of coleslaw mix, which is finely sliced green and red cabbage and shredded carrot, and toss all of that together until all the cabbage and carrots are coated with the dressing. Now you can also add 2 tablespoons of some finely minced onion to this, but I'm already behind the 8 ball with it being coleslaw, so I left the onion out. The only other slight difference here is that KFC blitzes their coleslaw, so it's very finely diced. But I really like the larger, more substantial pieces, and since we're making everything at home, we can have everything the way we like it. When everything's fully mixed, pop a lid on the bowl and put this in the fridge for about 2 hours before serving it, so the acidity in the dressing can start to soften up the cabbage and carrots, and the flavors can mingle and get to know each other. Last, we need to start our chicken. Now the ingredients list looks a little daunting for this one, but most of it's just herbs and seasonings for the breading, and they're all pretty common ones that many people already have in their pantry, so it still comes together really easy and quick. The first step is really easy, and we need 2 chicken breasts. Cut the chicken in half so you have 4 big thick chunks of chicken and set it to the side. Now grab a large bowl, and we need 2 eggs. Whisk the eggs up well, like you're making scrambled eggs, and then pour in 1 cup of buttermilk. Whisk the buttermilk into the eggs until they're fully combined, and then add all 4 pieces of our chicken. Make sure the chicken is fully submerged in that buttermilk mixture so none of the chicken dries out and it all marinates. Cover the bowl with some plastic wrap, but you want to push the wrap down onto the surface of the marinating chicken. This is going to keep air pockets out of the bowl so the chicken doesn't dry out, and it keeps the chicken fully submerged in the marinade. Then pop this into the fridge and let the chicken marinate for at least an hour, but you could also do this a day in advance and let it marinate overnight. Next is our breading with its grocery list of seasonings. In a shallow bowl, we start with our base, which is 1 cup of all-purpose flour, First, we need 2 teaspoons each of paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and celery salt. Next, we need 1 teaspoon each of thyme, basil, oregano, ground mustard, and white pepper. We need a ½ teaspoon of ground ginger. Last, we want 1 teaspoon each of salt and black pepper. Whew, that is some seasonings. Whisk this all up, or you can pop a lid on the container and shake it up like a shake and bake, and then set this to the side. You can also make this in advance since it's just a dry mix and there's nothing in it to spoil if you're marinating your chicken overnight. When we're ready to make the sandwiches, we need to heat some oil to 350 degrees in a deep fryer if you have one. If not, you can use a stainless steel saucepan like this or a Dutch oven, just something deep enough for thick pieces of chicken. The amount of oil also really depends on the chicken. You need enough to cover it, which will vary depending on the size of your chicken chunks. While the oil heats up, pull the chicken out of the fridge and remove 1 of the chicken pieces. Let any excess buttermilk mixture drip off the chicken and then plop it in the dry dredge we made. Make sure the whole chicken piece is coated and then dunk it back into the buttermilk marinade. Then let the excess buttermilk drip off again and roll it around again in the dry dredge for a double breading. Now, if you don't want quite that much breading, you can just bread it once and it's gonna be delicious. I just like lots of crispy on my crispy chicken. Carefully submerge the breaded chicken in the oil and fry it for about 5 to 6 minutes on each side, or about 10 to 12 minutes total until it's nice and dark golden brown and the center reads 165 degrees. While one's frying, bread the next one and then just keep going until all 4 pieces are fried and crispy and beautiful. Just make sure to let the oil come back up to 350 before starting on another piece of chicken so the oil isn't too cold, which will give us oil-logged chicken. As the chicken comes out of the fryer, place them on a plate with paper towels to soak up excess oil, or on a baking sheet with a rack so the oil will drip off. And that's it. When the chicken's done, our sandwiches are ready. To serve, start with a brioche bun and slather some mayo on the bottom part of it. Next, and this is optional because I know they're controversial, layer on some pickle slices. Next, one of our big old crispy chicken chunks. And last, drizzle that delicious hot honey on top, as much or as little as you like depending on your favorite amount of sweet and spicy. Serve the coleslaw on the side, and we have our very own KFC Mike's Hot Honey Crispy Chicken Sandwiches with coleslaw. You can also be completely non-traditional and toast your buns if you want, because toasty buns are wonderful. No pickles, we can do anything we like when we make it at home. These are delicious, and I already told you how this is the coleslaw. Yes, with coleslaw, as with Immortal Highlanders, there could be only one, and this is the one. It's tangy, it's sweet, but it's not soggy. That part is largely up to how long you let it sit before serving, but I go for 2 hours since there's still some crunch there, but it's not dry. The sandwich, it's KFC, but it's so much better than KFC. No heat lamps, no holding units, no flattened buns, fresh crispy chicken, spicy honey. It's like gourmet KFC, if that's a thing. Is that a thing? It can be a thing, it's really good. Okay, for the money. KFC charges around $7 for this sandwich and around $4 for a side order of coleslaw, depending on where you are, so about $11 for both. I spent $23 for everything we made, including the fry oil, which gives us 4 sandwiches with roughly equivalent sides of coleslaw. So we spent about $5.75 for each sandwich and side put together. At KFC, it would cost us about $44 for the same amount of food. So for this one, we really did get close to double the food for half the price, because as fast food goes, KFC's prices aren't actually too bad in comparison with some. But even so, I'm still spending almost double what I could make it for at home, and the higher quality and better flavor of the food just seals the deal for me. That 23 bucks also includes $5 just for the honey, and we didn't use anywhere close to that entire container. We only used a couple of spoonfuls for all 4 sandwiches, so the cost would be even less. So win-win, because now I can put hot honey on everything. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Maybe leave me a comment below if you enjoyed this video. This one was fun, and I am loving that spicy honey. Come and hang out with me on Sundays for comforting and cozy home-cooked meals, snacks, and treats, because we've made some amazing stuff, and the recipes coming up are even more epic. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you back here next Wednesday for some more better at home copycat cooking. Bye!